How's it going, everybody? Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna get right to it. So we just start by saying this: 95% of my I grew up in a church. 95% of my family, I'd say, identify as Christians. Go to church, went to church at some point in their life, and passed it down to their children. Um, with that being said, one second. Um, I've had these thoughts or this thought for a while now, and I believe I heard it first when Kanye West first said he was on the Breakfast Club a couple years ago, and he said, "I'm a god." People like, what? That's blasphemous. Like, how dare you? Who are you? Who do you think you are to say that? And I think him, like a lot of other people, they have these profound thoughts, or they come to this place, they get these downloads, and it's not really elaborated on, and people are just kind of left in the dark, and that's stuck with me, and I've thought about it since. And today, how I feel about that, it is, in the Bible it says that God, he when he created us, he breathed into us, he breathed life into us. And I do, and that we are an extension of him, which, to Kanye West's point, we are little gods. I don't think I'm omnipresent. I don't think I'm omniscient. I know that. No, I'm not that, but I'm an extension of God, my creator, a manifester. That's the difference between us and animals, right? It also says in the Bible, God gave us dominion over the fish of the sea, the fowl of the air, every creeping thing that creepeth, or something like that. So that is the difference between us. We can manifest and create as human beings on this earth. We are an extension of God, little gods, as I like to call it. And I say those things because for the longest I've had trouble in my faith, or drawing closer to God. I feel like we've been taught to identify God, like there's this pronoun, a pronoun attached to it. He wants this for my life. He wants that for my life. What does God look like? Is this a person like that's in the sky? You try to add like traits and personality and all of those things to it, when you just look inwardly, that is us. We are God, an extension of God. So off the bat, that brings the responsibility back on us, and we then, or I, because this is my perspective and my thoughts on it, I then value, and I handle myself with a little bit more care in the thoughts that I have, and the desires, and the goodness of that, right? Because the Bible, I believe, it gives us, it's a set of principles. It gives us principles to live by, to bring us to our higher selves, right? Our higher selves are closest to God. And then, you have your carnal self here on earth, all the things that pull you away from it. And you can identify that today. Like everything that, it's distractions. Everything around you kind of pulls you away from your higher self. Your higher self knows no fear. You are just love. It's pure, right? And that is that, like, conscious that's in our mind, that we hear, that those things that pushes us to do the things that we don't necessarily want to do. It makes us uncomfortable, right? It's the exact opposite of us in our sin nature, what we want most of the times. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I say that to say, and I kind of want to bring it in with, like, what if when we died, we knew that it was curtains, and that was it, just curtains. That's it. But the beauty in that is it changes the perspective, for me, it changes the perspective on my perspective on life, how I want to live this life, when I can look at it and say, my creator, he created me to glorify him in manifesting everything that our heart desires, like manifesting the things that our higher selves want. So we deal with ourselves, we are obedient to what we know we should be doing, and in that we grow. There's growth in that, and it manifests in the 3D. That brings glory to God, our creator. This is the same when, parents have children. It brings joy to the parents when, the things that they instill in their children, the good things they instill in their children, when they see their kids grow up and they follow those principles and rules that the parents gave them out of love, right? And it manifests in their children's lives, and it does amazing things for them. That brings glory to the kid glorifies his parents by doing that, right? You're honoring your parents by doing those things, right? And it's the same. It's gratification, and it's just goodness for both parties. I think that's the same way with our creator. So yeah, we're here to manifest and create and glorify our creator, and that in turn is like, our experience can be heaven, or it can be hell on earth. I don't think heaven or hell is this afterlife thing. Like, no, that's here on earth. You talk to enough people, some people they're in heaven on earth because they're obedient. They do what they're supposed to. Their decisions and choices thus far has manifested heaven on earth for them. And the direct opposite is true for people who make bad decisions, bad choices. You live hell on earth. It's very hard. It's a very rough life. And yeah, that's my, because so Alan Watts, I highly recommend him. He said, we take religion too seriously. We take it too seriously. We're always critiquing, people who believe their religion is right, like, like Christians, Muslims, Buddhists. They're all, the themes are all the same. It's love and the themes are all the same. We take it too serious and saying, no, you're right, you're wrong. We take it too serious in trying to apply things from thousands upon thousands of years ago, like directly to the 21st century. No, I don't think it works that way. Those principles are static. We are dynamic. We are the dynamic factor in those principles. Those principles will never change. They are always true. And if we follow it, it will always bring us to the place that we need to be. End of story. Right? But yeah, thinking about it that way has done wonders for my life, and I need to continue to grow. That's a never-ending process, and I want to better understand or be able to elaborate this thought better. But that is what I have so far. Yeah, I'd love to know what other people think. I kind of want to make this some sort of a dialogue sort of channel, right? So I'd love to have people on. We talk about it and just, yeah, go from there. But yeah, that's what I have for today. Thank you if you've watched this far. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.